Get your 10-pounder. Be a big one someday. I like to say that I caught 5 10-pounders in one day. Someday they'll beat 10 if they live long enough.
Catch him on a Zoom flute with no weight. About a 3/0 wide gap Damagatsu hook. 15-pound line. Alrighty. Oh. And there's a guy catching one right there right now. Mainly twitching that fluke a little bit at first when you throw it out, and then catch one just like that. A lot of these fish are small fish, but we did have a couple good fish. He had one about 7 pounds earlier.
Yeah, there's a couple 2-3 pounds.
There's some good ones in here, but about a lot of fun fish, just fun fish.
Yeah, enjoy.
So we got that old Zoom fluke and a watermelon seed.
Bigger fish on that 8-inch Charlie's.
And then Harlan catches one. That's gonna work?
Yeah. Little bigger fish. Just nice, good fish to catch. They're dark in here. It's at Charlie's.
Yeah, right.
Good old Charlie's worm. They just think they're 5 pounds. Whoa. All those fish count though. Sooner or later they're going to be, you know, that's your 4 and 5 pounders. Near that stuff. Now you'll see a lot of video of people fishing. You know, some of your major guys fishing, they always show the big 8, 9, 10-pound fish. And that's great. I mean, that's wonderful to know that you can go out and catch fish like that. The average angler is not going to be able to go out and catch and fish the best waters all the time. And if you're starting out and you're trying to learn or trying to teach someone to fish, you want to go in an area where you can catch a lot of fish. It keeps, especially children, keeps their interest level up. You know, kids get bored easy. Their attention span's short. And if they're catching fish, they're going to stay with you. You know, and that's how you learn. It's nice to go catch 10-pound fish, but I have a lot of fun catching 1, 2, 3-pounder. You know, if you catch 100 a day, that's some good fishing. Chasing bait right there, see it? Little minnows. Oh. You can catch him. See him breaking bait over there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, didn't quite have it.
You try to get
Pulled
twice.
the trigger too quick. switching that across the top because I seen them chasing bait. You know, I've got a weight on, keep the rod tip real high and just switch it along the top there. You learn. It's nice to go catch 10-pound fish, but I have a lot of fun catching 1, 2, 3 pounder. You know, if you catch 100 a day, that's some good fishing. Just barely taking it. I want to try to feed it to them long enough. That's what I'm going to do right quick. Just chain sink. Good old Palomar. Get it tied right. Tag end off, put it down in there. I want to throw it out in the water. Got some little tiny sinkers in here that work really good. Small sinker. Let's look and see how much it weighs. That allows that bait to fall so much slower. It still has enough weight to get down in the grass, but it lets that bait fall so much slower. It's open. Those reeds over there, see how they move? Well, that's fish feeding or chasing bait around that. And they'll be right on those reeds. You throw right to them. That's bass, you know, hitting those reeds, chasing those small bait around. And you see those reeds shake, you know that's a fish there. Throw right over by it. See the reeds moving over there. Make a good cast. That last cast I made wasn't very good. Over there by it. Giant. There's probably 20 of them around those reeds just like this, causing those reeds to shake like that. They just swim around in schools, and you pay attention to your surroundings, you know, and you'll catch a lot of fish. People, well, how do you catch so many fish? I pay attention to what's going on around me. I hear a fish bust, I start looking for them. I see reeds shaking, throw to them, you know, that's a fish there. A lot of people just, when you come out to fish, they just throw around wherever and haphazardly and say, well, I didn't catch them very good today. And they were probably all around fish all day long. So pay attention to where you're at and what you're doing. You'll get a lot more bites. Stay out of the high drill or the trolling motor. Behind him bait out over him. I know he's there. He gave himself away. Pay attention. Saw that fish break. Throw over there and let him follow it out. Good. Right there on the roof where it's supposed to be. He was right over on that hard line. I seen him break. He came right out and got it.
Nice fish.
Yeah, it is. They're all
Pretty
nice.
fish.
They're a pound or 10. Every one of them is a good fish because someday they're going to grow up, be big, make more fish, and that's what it's all about. And people sometimes have a problem. They say, oh, do you keep fish? Yes, I do. On occasion, I keep a few bass, some crappie, bluegill, and I eat them a couple, 3 times a year. There's nothing wrong with that. If you don't do that, the smaller fish will soon starve out. There's not enough food. You keep the chain alive. We're here. We eat fish. Fish eat bait. Bait eat plankton. It's the food chain. There's nothing wrong with keeping a few fish. Get him. Whoops. Saw him break. Gave himself away. Perfect. See, now if I hold it way up here, it's 4 pounds.
Right.
They're getting smaller. I want them to get bigger. This is when you want to bring the kids out. A fish like that to a 6 or 7-year-old is a trophy. I remember when I started fishing when I was young. I didn't care how big they were. As long as I felt the strike, got my line stretched a little bit, went home, perfect day of fishing.
Exactly.
Changed sinkers. I went to a lot smaller sinker because we're fishing shallow water and the fish seem to be more on top. So I put a real small sinker, clamped it on there. It's about a 32nd ounce. We'll put that worm on there. Leave that sinker right on the head of it. Pull it down. On Charlie's worms, they've got a flat spot on them where they come out of the mold. That's where you want to rig them. Keep them straight. You'll see that bait come